On a dark, stormy night in October, a baby was born who would grow up to be the smartest and wealthiest woman alive. Too bad I was born in November. I may not be have the most money in the world, but I definitely am the most wealthy with friendships and family. My name is Jackie Baden, and I will be a senior at Penn State University this year studying hospitality management. I was first attracted to the major because I love making people happy and want to eventually become a successful event planner. I was born at the Hershey Medical Center in Pennsylvania about 21 years ago. Since then, I've done quite a bit of relocating. I lived near Harrisburg until I was 8 years old and then moved to Utah with my mom and dad. The people in Utah were extremely friendly and welcoming. We all made some very good friends there. In 6th grade, I transferred from my public school to a private Catholic choir school in Salt Lake City. Sorry to disappoint you, but I will not be singing for you today. I went on singing tours to Seattle, Italy, and Spain with my school. It was a lot of fun and also a lot of hard work. The experiences I had definitely took me out of my comfort zone, but I enjoyed it. I learned a lot there, and I think that the tight-knit community made me who I am today. A few years later, my parents and I relocated to Monroe, Connecticut. This is where I went to high school and met girls that I'll be friends with for life. Monroe is actually located next to Newtown, where the Sandy Hook shooting was. That day will always be a vivid memory for me. I remember sitting in English class and a student on their cell phone said they saw something on Twitter about a shooting at the elementary school at the town over. I remember rumors going around like crazy as my high school went down onto lockdown mode. I was a senior, so I didn't have a full day of classes. I had to get my parents on the phone with the principal for permission to leave at my normal time to get to work. When I got to the small panini shop I worked at, the people who also worked there were almost clueless to what was going on. I told them that I heard 20 little kids were shot and killed, and everyone was shocked. Later on, the gunman's neighbors came into the shop and stayed for a few hours because their neighborhood was blocked off as a crime scene. The whole week after the shooting was rainy and gloomy. The whole experience of being so close to something so tragic made me really appreciate the people I have in my life and remind me that people can be taken away from you at any moment. A few years later, my parents relocated to Baltimore, Maryland, where when I'm not at school, I live at home with them and our small dog Rufus. We switched from living on an acre of land in Connecticut in the woods to a small townhouse in the city of Baltimore, quite a big change. If I'm not working at Bill Bateman's Bistro down the street, I like to watch movies, hang out with my friends, travel as much as I can, and go to the beach. One of my favorite vacations was going to Bethany Beach in Delaware with my parents and 5 friends in high school. At the end of the trip, we got a gift for my dad as a way to say thank you for the trip. There was a place on the boardwalk that took a picture of my friends and I on the beach and then put it on the back of a t-shirt for him. The other side of the shirt says, "We cleaned, we cooked, they partied," the they being us. He thought it was hilarious and still wears the shirt once in a while. I feel very blessed to have the family, friends from all over, and experiences good and bad that have helped me become who I am. Hopefully you now know a little bit more about me. Thank you.